Talk about the trouble with schools comparing President Trump to Hitler and Mussolini, apparently. It happened inside one high school classroom in Saratoga Springs, New York. And our next guests say they've had enough of those kinds of politically motivated lessons. Joining us right now are Julie Tellstone and Marnie Messett. They started a group called the Conservative Chicks to keep those teachers honest. And they joined us today from Albany. Ladies, good morning to you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Julie and Marnie, how did you first hear that apparently one of the teachers, through a PowerPoint presentation or something like that, was comparing Donald Trump to Hitler and Mussolini?
Okay, Steve. Well, prior to the election, we formed our Conservative Chicks group, which is a group of like-minded conservative women who came together due to our love for politics, our support of our president, and our friendship. And what grew out of our group was a group acting as advocates for both students and parents who are dealing on a daily basis with the political liberal indoctrination that's going on in our school system. We wanted to provide students and family with that mode of communication if they weren't comfortable going to the school directly.
Okay, so that's why you got started. Tell us about this particular instance. One of your kids came home and said, hey, you're never going to believe what I learned in school. They compared Trump to Hitler. Yes, actually I received an anonymous email with the link to the website, which I immediately
Yes, this is a public school district website and I immediately sent this to our school district, the Board of Education, for their review.
And Marnie, you had a child in that class, right?
Yes, well, it was more than one class because it was a school-wide presentation. It was held by different classrooms, but my child did sit through one of the presentations, yes.
Well, you know what? The superintendent defended the lesson. He said teaching about fascism as a political movement in the context of World War II is part of the curriculum. And then when asked about how Donald Trump factors into World War II, the guy had no answer. So you look in at this, it does look like indoctrination to some. Is that how you see this?
Absolutely, and things like this, we have more stories. We could actually do additional segments with you, Steve, but the fact that the Board of Education met last night and this was not discussed, not one word was spoken of the national coverage and the parent concern over comparing our president, who I teach my kids to respect the presidency of the United States, not one word was spoken about comparing our president to brutal dictators who were responsible for killing millions of innocent people.
Julie and Marnie,
that's not okay.
I got a feeling after this segment where you're on worldwide television, I got a feeling they're going to be talking about it later today in your school district. Julie and Marnie,
we hope so.
We thank you very much for joining us and telling us your story.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve.